Good morning, students. Today we start with lesson number 4, integers. So first of all, we will understand what integers are. Now before that, first of all, what are natural numbers? You have already done. Natural numbers are your counting numbers. When you start counting, where do you start from? You start from 1, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on are your counting numbers, and these are called natural numbers. Now to this set of natural numbers are starting from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Now to this set of natural numbers, when I add 0, they become whole numbers. They are whole numbers. So I can say that all the natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 are also whole numbers. They are also whole numbers. While 0 is a whole number only, but I will not say that this is a natural number. 0 is a whole number but not a natural number, while all the natural numbers are whole numbers also, but all the whole numbers are not natural numbers because 0 is not a natural number. Okay, now I come to integers. So I said counting numbers starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. As you know, the numbers are infinite. There is no limit to the numbers. They are endless. So all the counting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and if to this I add a whole number 0, so all the whole numbers. And when to this set of natural numbers and whole numbers I add negative numbers, they are called integers. So these to the right of the 0, what numbers you have, they are called positive numbers. They are called positive numbers. And to the left of 0 you have all the negative numbers. So what you have understood, what are integers? Integers consists of natural numbers, all the natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this, and all the whole numbers like 0, and the negative numbers, all the negative numbers. So if I plot all this on a number line, let me explain you this concept on a number line. Suppose this is a number line. In the center you have 0. To the right of 0 you have all the positive numbers, means all the natural numbers 3, 4 and so on. And to the left of 0 you have negative numbers -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. So to the right of 0 you have all the natural numbers, and these are called positive numbers. These are called positive numbers, and the sign that we use for positive is plus. And to the left of 0 we have all the negative numbers, and the sign that we use for negative is minus. And 0 is neither positive nor negative. We do not assign any sign with 0. It is neither positive and nor negative. 0 is neither positive and nor negative. So looking at the number line, you can see you have 0, which is a whole number, all the counting numbers or natural numbers, and the negative numbers. All these three make your integers. And the important point that you have to remember is, like you have done fractions or decimal numbers, these are not integers. Your fractions and your decimal numbers, these are not integers. Your integers are only the positive numbers, natural numbers, 0 and all the negative numbers. Now to make it more clear, means to understand where we use these integers in our daily life, let me come to the second question of your exercise 4a. In this they are saying you indicate the statements given with plus or minus sign. So I told you plus means positive and minus means negative. So here we will come to know where we use the integers in our day-to-day life. Like first they have given you is a gain of rupees 600. A gain of rupees 600. A gain means मुझे फ़ायदा हुआ है. So I will put a which sign? I will put the sign of positive, that I have gained 600 rupees. So plus 600. And if I look at the second part, they are saying a loss. Now when I have a loss, for the gain I use plus sign, for the loss I will use negative sign. Negative means I have lost. So negative, a loss of rupees 800. So you will write minus 800. And then third says 7 degree below the freezing point. What is freezing point? Freezing point is 0 degree, right? Where the water becomes ice, that is called 0 degree. Freezing point is 0 degree. अगर इससे नीचे है temperature, it has gone below it, we indicate the negative sign. As you must have heard that the temperature in Shimla is minus 5 degree, means it has gone below 0 degree, below freezing point. So we put the sign of minus. Minus 5 means below 0 degree. And if we say that the temperature nowadays in Sirsa is 43 degrees Celsius, means it is above 0 degree. You can say plus 43 degree means it's very hot, and when it is very cold below freezing point, we assign the sign of minus. Now in the third part they are saying 7 degree below the freezing point, it means it is minus 7 degree Celsius temperature. Now fourth says decrease. Decrease will be minus sign, while increase will be plus sign, right? Now come to the fifth question. This is minus 9. Now fifth question, 2 kilometer above sea level. So this is sea level, ground level, sea level. Above it, if we have to measure the height above it, it's in positive, and if it is below sea level, we call it negative. Now the fifth question says 2 kilometer above the sea level, it means it is plus 2 kilometers, right? And the sixth says 3 kilometers below the sea level, so below means it's minus 3 kilometers. Then seventh, a deposit. If I have deposited the money in the bank, it means I have plus 200. And if I have withdrawal, eighth question, withdrawal means nikalna, bank mein se nikalna. If I have taken out the money, withdrawal from the this bank, it means I will have minus 300. So this is how we use plus positive and negative integers in our day-to-day life. I come to the third question. They have given you some integers and they are asking you to mark the following integers on a number line. So I have taken the first part. You have to show minus 5 on a number line. So you will draw a number line. I can put 0 over here, and to the left I have to show minus 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here you have positive numbers, while to the left you have negative numbers. So where is minus 5? It is to the left side of 0, and here you have minus 5. So they are asking you to mark the integers on a number line. So this is here minus 5. And if you have the third part is to show 0. Where is 0? I said it is in the center, means to the right is positive number and to the left is negative numbers. So here is 0. They asked you to indicate 0 on the number line, so this is 0. While the fourth part you have to show 7. So where will be 7? To the right side, and when you don't have any sign in front, it means it is positive. So there is no sign in front of 7, so it means it is positive 7. But if you have a minus sign, it means it is negative 5. And 0, I told you, it does not have any sign. Now I am drawing it roughly, but when you draw, see that these markings should be at the equal distance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and here to the left of 0 you have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Now I have to show 7 and it's a positive number. So where it is to the right side of 0. This is 7. So this is how you show the integers on a number line. To the right side positive numbers and to the left side negative numbers, and when there is no sign with any number, it means it is a positive number, and if this is a minus sign, it means it is a negative number, and 0 is neither positive nor negative. Now before I start with the next question, we will understand about the comparison of integers. How do we compare integers, like whether which is greater, which is smaller, and how they are equal. So first of all, we will understand what is comparison of integers. Now if I give you two integers, suppose I give you two positive integers 6 and 7, so you will, which of them, both of them is greater? You know that 7 is greater than 6. Okay, so but now if I give you two negative integers and ask you which is greater, you will say, ma'am, because 7 is greater than 6, so this time also minus 7 is greater than minus 6. But this is not correct, this is not true. So let me show you, come to the number line again. I told you to the right of 0 you have positive numbers, and to the left of 0 you have negative numbers. Now as you move to the right side, if you start moving to the right side, अगर आप right side की तरफ जाते हो, the numbers become greater and greater. As you can see that 1 is greater than 0. Now this 2 is greater than 1. 3 is greater than 2. So as you are going to the right side, the numbers are becoming greater. But if you move to the left side, अगर मैं पीछे चलती हूँ left side, I will know that this 2 is smaller than 3, 1 is smaller than 2, 0 is smaller than 1. So now I move to the negative integers. Okay, so minus 1 is smaller than 0. I'm going to the left side. I'll say minus 2 is smaller than minus 1. Minus 2 is smaller than minus 1. I'm going to the left side. Now minus 3 is smaller than minus 2. So what I mean to say is that as you move to the left side, the numbers become smaller. When you move to left side, 2 is smaller than 3. When you move to the left side, 1 is smaller than 2. When you move to the left side, 0 is smaller than 1. When you move to the left side, minus 1 is smaller than 0. So minus 2 is smaller than minus 1. Minus 3 is smaller than minus 2. So what it means is that when you have two negative numbers, when I gave you the example, because minus 7 is to the left of minus 6, so it means this number is smaller than minus 6. Means in the negative integers, as the number is greater, its values become less. So I'll say minus 7 is smaller than minus 6. If you have two negative integers, minus 251 and suppose I have minus 365. Though 365 is greater, you will say, but because it's a negative number, this minus 365 is smaller than minus 251 because this lies to the left of minus 251. So the smaller negative integer is greater in value than the bigger negative number. So this minus 21 is greater than minus 360. So if we compare two positive numbers, suppose I compare 300 and 200, 200 and 300. If I compare two positive numbers, so this 300 is greater than 200 because this 300 lies to the right of 200. So 300 is greater than 200. But if I compare two negative numbers, then this minus 200 is greater than minus 300 because this minus 300 lies to the left of minus 200. ये minus 300 इसके इधर होगा on the number line. Minus 200 will come first because I start from minus 1 in the number line, minus 2, minus 3 and so on. So minus 200 will come first and then will come minus 300. Means minus 300 lies to the left of minus 200 and the numbers which lies to the left of the numbers, they are smaller. So this minus 300 is smaller than minus 200. So can you see if in the positive numbers this 300 is greater then positive 200, but if they are negative then minus 200 is greater than minus 300. So again, if I show you a number line, so I can say positive numbers are greater than 0. 0 से greater है because they are to the right side of 0. So 0 से positive numbers are greater than 0 but negative numbers are smaller than 0 because they lie to the left of. Okay, I come to the fifth question now. Here they are asking you to find out which number is smaller. So as you can see, the first one is positive and one is negative, and positive numbers are always bigger than the negative number. So 6 is greater than this number. So I can say minus, they are asking you which is smaller. So minus 7 is smaller because it's a negative number and negative numbers are smaller than the positive numbers, and 0 and minus 1. So I told you on the number line that 0 is bigger than the negative number. 0 is smaller than the positive numbers but 0 is bigger than the negative number. So out of 0 and minus 1, which is smaller? Minus 1 is smaller because it is to the left of 0. Now both are negative numbers. Now when I said as the negative number increases, it becomes smaller. So out of these two numbers, which is smaller? Minus 27 is smaller because minus 27 lies to the left of minus 13. Now again these two are negative numbers. Again I told you, what did I tell? That as the negative number increases, its value decreases. It means that minus 603 is smaller than minus 317. In the sixth question, they are asking you write all the integers between 0 and 6. Write all the integers between 0 and 6. So 0 के बाद क्या आता है? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So between 0 and 6, what are all the integers? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So these are the integers lying between 0 and 5. Now they are asking you from between 0 and minus 5. Minus 5 is where? Minus 5 is to the left of 0. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Here is minus 5 and here is 0. So what are all the integers in between them? They are minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. Now between minus 3 and 3. So 1 is positive and 1 is negative. So 1, 2, 3. 3 will be to the right of 0 and minus 3 will be to the left of 0. Now from minus 3 till 3, what are the integers? So minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. So these are the integers that are lying from minus 3 and 3. Now in the eighth question, they have given you some integers. As you can see, the negatives also are there, 0 is also there, positives also are there. So they have given you integers and they are asking you to write them in increasing order. And now increasing order means ascending order, means I have to start from the smallest one. Now out of these I can say if in the negative integer in the integers, the negative integers are smaller, that I know. So the negative integers are smaller than even 0 also. It means the out of negative integers, first I will find out which is smaller. So and I told you, as the number increases, its value is decreasing. So it means that minus 7 is smaller than minus 2. So the negative number which is smallest, so out of these, first of all, the negative integer will be the smallest, and out of these two negative integers which are given, minus 7 is smaller. So I have to start with the smallest integer. So minus 7 is smaller than minus 2. Now I have written the negative integers. Now come 0, because 0, as you know, is smaller than the positive number. So now will come 0. Now I will look at the positive numbers. So out of these positive numbers, which is smaller, 5 is smaller. So 5 will come next and 8 will come at the last. So I have put them in the increasing order. So now again, if I look at the second question, I have to put in the ascending order, increasing order, and I have to pick the smallest integer, and I know that the negative integers are smaller. So I will first look at the negative integers, and out of these negative integers, which is the smallest one? This one. So you remember, as the negative number increases, its value decreases. So minus 100 is the smallest integer. Then after that, minus 23 is smaller. Then after that, minus 6. Then minus 1. So minus 1 is bigger than all these negative integers. And then come 0, and then 12 is the highest number, being a positive number. So this is how you put them in the increasing order. And in the ninth question, they have asked you to put in the decreasing order. So let me do one example from there. In the ninth one, we have to put in decreasing order, means I have to put them in the descending order, means I have to start from the largest one. So if I have to start from the largest one, so I know that the positive numbers are bigger then 0 also, and then the negative integers. So which are the positive integers? 36 and 7. And positive integers, 36 is bigger than 7. So I have to start from the largest number. So 36 is the largest positive number. Then comes 7. Now I have to look from the negative integers, and as you know, the smaller the negative integer, its value is greater. So this smallest integer among these three is looking smaller, but it is actually a greater number. So minus 3 is greater than all these negative integers. Then decreasing order, first 0 will come, first positive numbers, then 0 will come, because 0 is bigger than the negative numbers. And then I will choose from the negative numbers. Minus 3 is greater, then minus 9 is greater, smaller, and then minus 132 is the smallest one. Minus 3 and then minus 9 and minus 132 is the smallest among these. So this is how I have put them in the decreasing or the descending order. Children, now I come to the 10th question. In the 10th question, they are asking you to show this on the number line. What is given is you have to show on the number line. So 4 more than 6. So I have drawn the number line. So 4 more than 6. So I'll start from 0. First I will go to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and they want 4 more than 6. So I have reached 6, but they want 4 more. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is 4 more than 6. So where I have reached? I have reached 10. So what's the answer? The second part says 5 more than minus 6. 5 ज़्यादा होने चाहिए then minus 6. So what I'll do is minus 6 is onto the left of 0. So I will first go to minus 6 and they are saying 5 more उससे more है, so it means I will move to the right side. When more is there then we have to move to the right side, and when less is there we have to move to the left side. Now because they are asking 5 more than, so more I have to find, it means I have to move to the right side. How many steps? 5 steps. So 1 2 3 4 and 5. So where I have reached? I have reached on minus 1. So it means 5 more than minus 6 will be minus 1. Now 6 less than 2. So first of all I will go to 2. Okay, and this is positive and to the right of 0. So 6 less than 2. So first I reached 2. Now I have to do 6 less. Now less means I have to move to the left side. How many steps? 6 steps. So 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So where I have reached? I have reached on minus 4. So 6 less than 2 is minus 4. Now I start with question number 12. In the question number 12 they say find value of minus 9, and you can see the vertical bars over here. This vertical bars stands for absolute value. It means I have to find the absolute value of minus 9. Now what is absolute value? The absolute value of an integer is the numerical value of the integer regardless of its sign. Means if I have to write the absolute value of minus 9, it will be the integer itself without the sign, regardless of its sign. So the absolute value of minus 9 is 9 only, the integer itself without any sign. Okay, if I explain you on the number line, absolute value means how far is minus 9 from 0. Absolute value means how far is minus 9 from 0. How far it is? It is 9 units away. It is 9 units away from 0. And if I ask you what is the absolute value of 9 from 0, positive 9, that also is 9 units away from 0. Minus 9 also is 9 units away from 0. So absolute value means how far is the given integer from 0. If I will say minus 9, that also is 9 units away from 0, and if I say about positive 9, that also is 9 units away from 0. So they are asked absolute value means the distance of the integer from 0. So the distance of this 9 from 0 is 9 units. So that we don't assign any sign over here. So absolute value of an integer is the integer itself without the sign. So minus 9 ka absolute value is 9. And come to the second one, it's minus 36. So what is the absolute value of minus 36? How far is 36 from 0? It is 36 units away from 0. So the absolute value of minus 36 is 36, the integer itself without the sign. Now third is 0. Now what is absolute value of 0? 0 ka absolute value is 0 only. Now fourth one is absolute value of 15. So it is 15 only, the integer itself without the sign. So how far is 15 from 0? It is 15 units from 0. Now if I come to the next one, now look at the next one. It's written minus 3 and the vertical bars are here on minus 3. It means I have to find the absolute value of minus 3. What is the absolute value of minus 3? It's 3 only, the integer itself without the sign. But in the question, outside this vertical bars, it's a minus sign over here. So my final answer will be the absolute value of minus 3 is 3 only without the sign. But because outside the vertical bar it's minus, so my final answer will be minus 3. Now sixth one, 7 plus minus 3. So the vertical bars are here, so I have to find the absolute value of minus 3. What is the absolute value of minus 3? It's 3 only, right? The integer itself regardless of its sign. Outside it is plus 7, so 7 plus 3 will be 10. Now the seventh one, it's written 7 minus 4 and vertical bars over here. It means I have to find the absolute value of 7 minus 4. So first of all, you can solve 7 minus 4 is 3. Okay, so I have solved the inside. What is there inside the absolute this vertical bar? It's 7 minus 4 and 7 minus 4 is 3. And what is the absolute value of 3 now? It's 3 only. Now I come to the eighth part. In the eighth part, it's written 8 minus 7. So vertical bars are here, so I have to find the absolute value of minus 7, which will be 7. The integer itself without the sign, and outside it is minus 8. So 8 minus 7 will be 1. So my final answer will be 1. We come to the 11th question. In this, some statements are given and you have to tell whether these statements are true or false. Like the first one says, the smallest integer is 0. So is the smallest integer 0? So I told you on the number line that before 0 also you have the numbers which are smaller than 0. So 0 is not the smallest integer. The negative integers are smaller than 0. So what it means is that the first statement is false. Now look at the second one. The second one says 0 is not an integer. So I gave in the definition, what did I say? That 0, negative numbers and positive numbers are all integers, and they are saying 0 is not an integer. So this statement also is false. The opposite of 0 is 0. Yes, the opposite of 0 is 0 only. And minus 10 is greater. They are saying minus 10 is greater than minus 6. So is this statement for true or false? This is false. Why? Because as a negative integer increases, their value decreases. So minus 10 lies to the left of minus 6. So पहले minus 6 आएगा, then minus 10 आएगा. So this minus 10 lies to the left of minus 6, and the numbers which are left to the given numbers, they are smaller. So minus 10 is smaller than minus 6 and not greater than minus 6. So this statement also is false. And the fifth one says the absolute value of an integer. So I did the 12th question first and I told you what are absolute values. So they are saying the absolute value of an integer is always greater than the integer. It's false, because if I have to find the absolute value of 3, it will be 3 only. How it is not. Now I come to the seventh part. In this they say every negative integer is less than every natural number. So what are natural numbers? What natural numbers are the positive numbers starting from 1, 1, 2, 3 like this, and negative numbers are to the left. So they are saying every negative integer is less than every natural number. It's true, because the negative numbers are smaller than the positive numbers, which are the natural numbers. So this statement is true. And in the eighth one they are saying that the successor of minus 187 is minus 188. Now if I draw this on the number line 0 and first out of this first minus 187 और minus 187 के right में होगा minus 186 and to the left will be minus 188. Now they are saying successor of minus 187 is minus 188. So you have done the successors of the number. Successor means just after. If I want the successor of 4, it will be 5, means I have to move to the right. Yes, so now to find the successor, it means I have to move to the right of minus 187. To the right of minus 187 is minus 186. But they are saying the successor of minus 187 is minus 188. So minus 188 is a predecessor. We move to the left to find the predecessor. So minus 188 is predecessor and not the successor of minus 187. So this statement is false. So what will be the successor of minus 187? It is minus 186 and not minus 188. Now if I come to the ninth question, they are saying the predecessor. Now what is predecessor? The number just before. If I say the predecessor of 4, it will be 3. It means I have to move to the left of the number to find the predecessor. Now they are saying the predecessor of minus 215 is minus 214. Now again I'll show you on the number line. So minus 215 will be here, to the left will be minus 214 and to the right will be minus 214 and to the left will be minus 216. Now to find the predecessor, as I gave you the example of 4, I have to move to the left. So minus 215 is here, the predecessor of this is minus 216. Predecessor of minus 215 is minus 216, but they are saying it is 214, but 214 minus 214 is the successor of minus 215, not the predecessor. So this statement also is false. Now I come to the 13th question. In the 13th question they are saying write 5 negative integers greater than minus 7. I have to find the minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. They are saying find the negative integers greater than minus 7. So all these negative integers to the right of minus 7, they are greater than minus 7. So what my answer will be, all these integers, they are asking 5 integers, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, all these are negative integers and they are greater than minus 7. And the second part says write 5 negative integers less than minus 20. So which are the negative integers less than minus 20? That are to the left of minus 20. They all are smaller than minus 20. So which are the negative integers smaller less than minus 20? It will be minus 21, minus 22, minus 23, minus 24, minus 25. So this is the answer.